There seems to be something bouncing around as far as when did we know this problem existed? Nobody's given a straight answer on that. Sean said he only knew about this a few days ago. Judy in the newspaper says she's been screaming for a long time. Bookkeeper, bookkeeper, bookkeeper. When did we know this problem existed? And are we having a cash flow problem where we can't make payroll?
We're not having a cash flow problem. We still can make payroll. When did we know about this?
When did we know?
January 1st of 4 years ago when I went to the Comptroller's office.
Okay.
There are letters to substantiate that. There are emails to substantiate that. I had asked Audit and Control for an audit back 4 years ago, which they didn't do because there was a scandal on Long Island. Nobody here, you have to remember one thing about this audit report. Nobody here is an auditor. We're not, okay? No one knows how to fill out this documentation. The only problem with audit is saying that we didn't complete our documentation correctly. We don't fill it out. Ruiz fills it out, and I'm not blaming Ruiz. We have an outside auditor. We don't have an inside auditor. We don't do this in-house. And that's a safeguard for you. So we're not watching it.
Let me just roll it back 1 second. So the board knew of this back in 2004. That's what you're stating tonight.
But you know, this is where it's going to get into a lengthy conversation, and I really don't want to discuss too much of it because Control is going to be in touch with me tomorrow. The man supposedly that was doing the audit on us, he was off today. That's what they claim.
One question,
so I couldn't give an answer.
Did you ever notify the board here of a problem?
When I went to Binghamton, I'm sure that they all knew it. I'm not going to say whether I, you know.
Communications is the question.
That's another thing. We're the board that passed the local laws to correct the problems.
Okay.
It was 2 years in the making, yes, but the terminology in the original law was wrong, and that's why the fees weren't being corrected. This board and myself are the ones that brought this problem to Audit and Control. They didn't find it. We went to them, and they were supposed to be helping us. They're not taking an adversary position, but this is not a way that you help somebody by filing a report like this. And it's far from being over. It really is.
Well, I think they filed it because when you start talking 7 digits, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but there was no such thing.
That's their position.
At any given moment, there might be $1 million in CD.
And I would also think she was quite gently on you, Emily, sir, whatever her name was. I think she handled it very diplomatically. She didn't attack anybody.
No, and that's
She just said the controls of what was going on was atrocious.
right. They're not what they should be.
Okay, thank you.
And they're not. Nobody's ever going to deny that. Until you hire more people, they're not. You're not going to have a miracle here where you're going to have 3 board